Somebody offers to help us carry something, and before they even finish the sentence, we've already said it. Oh no, I've got it. Somebody invites us to dinner, and our very first thought before how nice, before I'd love to, is what should I bring? Somebody gives us a gift, something thoughtful. And even while we're saying thank you, a little ledger opens up in the back of our mind. Now I owe her. I need to do something back soon. So we don't owe anyone anything. We do this 100 times a week, so quietly we don't even notice. We are so good at giving, and we cannot, for the life of us, let anything in. Today I want to show you what that's actually costing us, because it's a lot more than we think. I'm Patty Ferreira, and this is part 3 of the High Functioning Woman. Let me describe what this looks like in real life, not in theory, in our actual day-to-day. If we built something, a business, a service, an offer, and we own it, we price it low, lower than we know we're worth. And then we can barely say the number out loud without our voice going up at the end like it's a question, like we're asking permission. Then we throw in the extra hour, the bonus nobody asked for, the little upgrade for free, or we discount before anyone even brings it up. And we call it generosity. We call it caring about our people. But look at what an invoice actually is. An invoice is a receipt for receiving. Charging is asking someone to give us. It's standing there with our hands open. So of course we can't do it. We've spent our whole lives making sure nobody ever has to give us anything. We don't have a pricing problem. We have a receiving problem. If you're building a career, we tend to prove and prove ourselves again. We take the extra project, we stay late, we become the one who handles it. We make ourselves indispensable. And let's be honest about why. Because if they can't run this place without us, we're safe. We can't be let go. We can't be overlooked. Being needed is our insurance policy. And then we wait quietly to be noticed. We don't ask for the raise. We don't ask for the title. We don't ask for the time off we already earned. And when we finally take it, we apologize for it. We over-explain, and we answer emails from the beach. We watch someone half as prepared walk in and just ask for the thing, and they get it. And we tell ourselves we'd rather earn it. But it was never about earning. Asking means needing, and needing has never felt safe. So we work twice as hard for permission we could have simply requested. And if you're the one holding a home together, somebody offers to take the kids for an afternoon, and we say, oh no, we're fine, while we can feel how badly we want it. We do 100 invisible things a day and never once say that was hard. I need someone to notice. We wait to be offered, and then we turn the offer down. These are 3 different lives. Same sentence running underneath all of them. I'll earn it. I won't ask. Now here's the part we don't say out loud, not to anyone, because we're a little ashamed of it. We give and give and give, and somewhere in there we start keeping score. Nobody sees the ledger. We've never admit that there is one, but it's running. Every extra hour, everything we handled, every time we stayed late, picked up the slack, remembered the thing nobody else remembered. And when nobody notices, when nobody says thank you, when nobody offers something back, something ugly starts moving inside of us. We get resentful of our clients, of our team, of our partner, of our children. And then immediately we feel horrible for feeling it, so we bury it. And then we give more to prove we're not that person. Here's what I want us to see about that resentment. It's not a character flaw. It's information. Resentment is the invoice we never sent. It's the bill for everything we gave that nobody asked us for, handed to people who never agreed to the terms. We decided to overgive quietly without telling anyone, and then we held them responsible for not noticing. That's not because we're bad people. It's because we needed something and we couldn't ask, so we tried to earn it instead. And then we waited. And nobody came because nobody knew. And there's one more piece of this. It's uncomfortable, but it matters. When we overfunction, the people around us start to underfunction. Not because they're lazy, because we got there first every single time. We took it off their plates before they could reach for it. We did it faster and better and without complaining, so they stopped reaching. We trained people to take from us, and then we resented them for being good students. Nobody did this on purpose, not them, not us. It just built one small "I've got this" at a time. So let's talk about where this all started, because we weren't born like this. Somewhere a long time ago, we learned that needing things wasn't safe. Maybe we grew up where there wasn't enough, not enough money, not enough attention, not enough calmness. And we learned the way to be good was to not need much. Maybe when we did need something, it came with a sigh, a guilt trip, a feeling that we were too much. So we decided never to be a lot again. Maybe we were the child taking care of everyone else, and nobody ever taught us to ask who was taking care of us. So the rule went in deep. If I give, I'm valuable. If I need, I'm a burden. There's actually a name for what that turns into. It's called self-abandonment. That's not dramatic. It just means we override our own needs so consistently for so long that eventually we stop knowing we have any needs at all. And it worked. It kept us safe. It made us loved. That's the hard thing about all of this. It worked. Right up until it started costing us everything. Now here's where all of this comes together, because there's a question that's been sitting under this entire series. Why doesn't any of it feel like enough? We got the thing, the business, the title, the family, the life, and it lands for about an hour, and then the feeling's gone, and we're already looking at that next thing, that next accomplishment. We've assumed that means we haven't achieved enough yet, so we push harder, more output, more proving, more building. But listen, success is what flows out of us. Satisfaction is what we let in. They're two complete different motions. We have spent our entire lives perfecting the first one, and we never learned the second one at all. So we've been trying to solve a satisfaction problem with success. That's like trying to fill a cup by pouring faster. You cannot feel satisfied by something you refuse to take in. The praise, the money, the love, the recognition, the rest, it's all been coming toward you for years. And we've been handing it right back, reflexively, politely. Oh, it was nothing. I've got it. Don't worry about me. We are a generator with no battery. Enormous output, nothing stored, nothing kept, nothing that stays. that sweet spot where success and satisfaction live together, it isn't about more success. It's a circuit. Something flows out of us and something has to flow back in. Giving and receiving are not opposites. They're two halves of one movement, and we've been running one half of it at full power for 30 years. That's why we're exhausted, and that's why nothing lands. And there's one more cost, the tender one. Think about the people who love us. They want to give to us. They offer, they reach toward us, they try to show up. And every time, kindly, with a smile, we hand it back. I've got it. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm fine. We think we're being easy. We think we're loving them by not being a burden. But here's what happens. Without any of us meaning, the people who love us never quite get to reach us. They give and it doesn't land. They offer and we wave it off. And slowly they learn that we don't need them. Not because we don't. God, we do. But because we never once let them see it. So we built a life where we are deeply appreciated for everything we do, and where the love has a hard time getting all the way into who we are, which is how a woman who gives everything ends up feeling strangely, quietly alone in a room full of people who love her. And if that just landed somewhere real, that is not a flaw in you. That's a door that got shut a long time ago for very good reasons. And doors can open again. So here's the thing that changed everything for me. We think receiving is selfish, that taking help, taking care, taking money, taking love, that it makes us a burden. So we refuse it. And we call that generosity. But think about how it feels when we give to someone we love and they truly receive it. When they let us help. When they say thank you and really mean it. When they let us all the way in. It feels wonderful. It's one of the best feelings there is, to be let in, to matter to someone, to get to be the one who shows up. We give that feeling to everyone, and we deny it to every single person who tries to love us. When we refuse to receive, we're not being generous. We're quietly keeping people at arm's length. We're taking something from them. We're taking the joy of getting to give to us. Receiving isn't weakness. It isn't selfishness. It isn't being a burden. It's the other half of the circuit. It's what turns success into satisfaction. It's what turns being appreciated into being loved. And it's what stops the resentment. Because when we let people give, we stop needing to keep score. So I'm not going to ask you to transform overnight. Just let in one thing this week. The next time someone offers, even something tiny, instead of the automatic, oh, I've got it, pause, take one breath and say, actually, thank you. That would be really nice. And then let them. Don't supervise it. Don't do something bigger back. Don't open the ledger. Just let it be given to you. It will feel deeply uncomfortable. It'll feel almost wrong, like we're getting away with something. That's not a sign that we shouldn't do it. That's the old door creaking open. Let one thing in and notice that you survived it. That nobody left, that we weren't a burden, that we got a little bit loved, and the world stayed exactly where it was. So let one thing in one offer, one compliment. Don't deflect, one thank you without giving anything back. And if you're braver than that, say the real number, how much you're worth. Ask for the day off. Let somebody take the kids. You're allowed to be paid well. You're allowed to be promoted. You're allowed to rest and to be taken care of. You are allowed to matter to people who love you, not for what you do for them, just because you're theirs. And next Thursday, we're going to go over part 4 and look at what really is underneath the high-functioning woman, the things that are holding us back and the things that are keeping us small. So subscribe and don't miss it. We have given so much for so long. It's okay to let some of it come back to us now. Open your hands the other way, the way in which you receive, and let it in. I'll see you next Thursday. Mwah.